Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line. And your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound, please. And while you're focusing to the sound, you can mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. And do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, we'll take few minutes to clarify ourselves how this practice can help for us to purify our mind. So when it comes to Buddha's teaching, the main purpose of these all teachings, purify our mind from our own greed, hatred, and the delusion. So that is your own responsibility. And you don't need to do it for somebody else, and somebody else cannot do it for you. You are the one who need to do it. And all the up and downs in your life, you experience because of, according to the connection that you develop to greed, hatred, and the delusion. All the difficulties, all the misery, sadness, worry, unhappiness, and we experience because of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. And when it comes to ordinary life, in this conventional world, everybody look for happiness and satisfaction. But that happiness, we try to gain holding everything to us. That we want to maintain and we want to keep certain things the way we want. And at the same time, we want to gain the happiness. Just as example, if you have a very good relationship with your husband or wife, and you want to keep that person, and then you want to be happy. And if you have children, you want to be with the children, and at the same time you want to be happy. If you have parents, you want to be the parents healthy and safe, and then you have to be happy. So all the friends, other family members, they want to be healthy, good, comfortable, and at the same time you want to gain the happiness. So you want to be happy, But you don't want your husband or wife to change. You want to be happy, but at the same time, you want to keep your grandparents alive. You don't want them to die. So you want to be happy. So then how about there is a situation come, then you try to deal with your happiness and you have to let go your children. So you don't want to do that, but you want to gain happiness. So when you look deeper, you recognize as the happiness or the satisfaction, we mostly look something related to our relationships and with the things and the environment. So that is not the real happiness. It is just another idea, because you already had that. You already had your relationships, your husband, wife, children, friends and family members, parents. You already had it. If that should bring the happiness, you should already be complete that your happiness. Then all the material things around you, for a certain level, you had that all. So if you look for happiness through that, there's nothing to look anymore. You should already be happy. But in this conventional life, if your happiness depending from something, you have to understand it never going to bring the total fundamental satisfaction. But mostly in our life, we interpret our happiness and satisfaction through that kind of things. But there is something deeper. Without this, any relationships, and even not go towards the relationship, when you get out of the relationship, when you don't have anything, there is a way that you can find the different kind of happiness. So that happiness, that comfort, that satisfaction come out of your own mind, not from something. So from where it comes? That happiness comes through having the connection to the present moment. When your mind able to settle down in the present moment, not depending from the ideas or the thoughts or the environment or the material or the people or the situations or from related to something past or the future. Just by you connected to the present moment, in that very moment, your mind, your heart, your brain, your thoughts going to find a different kind of comfort. That comfort will lead you to wisdom. That comfort will lead you to understanding. That comfort will lead you to get out of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. Through the meditation, so that is where we're trying to access. Because our mind always look for something from outside world. And when it comes to the present moment, we not experience today, right now, right here. We live for something. We do things for something. So even when it comes to meditation, if you do meditation to become somebody, to gain something, you cannot pass this moment. So then what you need to do? Your primary mental object, inhalation, exhalation, just be with it. 100% just be with it. Don't be with it because of something. That is a very important thing. So even you can apply it to your day-to-day activities. Don't eat to be healthy. You're going to get sick. Look at the world today. And the most of people try to eat to be healthy. And then what the end result? Most of people get sick. Why? Because in the moment you eat, you have a deeper desire disconnecting from the moment and you projecting something future. And so for everything in your life, you have to understand when you do something, you have to deeply connect it to that. Even as a husband, wife, as a husband, you do things because you are the husband. That's it. You are the wife. That's why you do it. That's it. Don't bring something else to in between. So you are the mother. That's why you do. That's it. You are the father. That's why you do it. You are the child. That's why you do it. Why you need to bring different kind of idea or interpretation or the rules and regulations to in between your work. So when you go to sleep, you don't sleep to be healthy. Then you get sick. You sleep, you just sleep. That's it. You become very limited to sleep. That is why you connected to that action. So when you observe your inhalation, exhalation, listen this very carefully and get it. When you observe inhalation, exhalation, or sensation, or when you observe the thoughts, or when you observe the mind, or when you observe the phenomena, you have to really focus to that and you observe that. As example, the inhalation, exhalation. You observe the inhalation, exhalation. That is where you can see the inhalation, exhalation. But if you observe inhalation thinking about to gain wisdom, you're not going to get. Why? Because in that very moment, the idea to gain the wisdom interfere to your observation and it disconnect in recognition of the inhalation, exhalation. Once you disconnect from that, you cannot gain the wisdom. That itself creates the ignorance. So if you bring it to your ordinary life, so this is a very important thing you have to understand. If you're looking for comfort, if you sit on a chair, you're going to be uncomfortable. When you sit on a chair, you just become very, very focused to just sitting. Then you will say, itself, it creates the comfort. So then apply it to your day-to-day life and try and practice yourself and see how it works. You do something good, not to gain the something good result. That is okay. It is for only for little children, not for you. It is good for, head massage. But it is no need for you. When you do something good, You deeply need to tune to the goodness and do it. That's it. You don't do it to looking for outcome. When you try to catch it yourself. So when you do any good, thinking, oh, this is good and it will bring good result to me, it anymore not going to be good there. Then it become kind of like a business. You are doing a business with you. You are doing a business with the Dharma. You are doing the business with the enlightenment. You are doing the business with the meditation. You are doing the business with all the goodness. You are doing the business with the nature. That is where that everything collapses. That is where we fail as an entire humanity. Look at what we experience day by day. And through the science, technology, so experiments, we are kind of like masterminds. The people so advanced today, but they are still not capable to tune to this deeper nature within their own mind. They do things itself, they disconnecting from themselves and do. Why? Because they mostly do looking for result. So when you look for a result, you are itself disconnecting from the very moment. So tuning to the present moment, that's why it is so, it's kind of like a difficult nowadays. That is where the key point. So you live for today, you do the good things for today. For you do whatever the action 100%, because you are responsible for your action and you do it, not because of you want a good outcome, because it is your action. So your intention, attention should be there when you do action. So if you 100% bring it to yourself, the outcome itself going to be okay. So then remember, in day-to-day life, it is just not only meditation, that whatever you do, any good things, and you do because it is good. You are tuning to the goodness. If you understand something is not good, wrong, bad, you don't do it. It's not because you are afraid and you are afraid for the outcome. Because most people don't do bad things because they are afraid for the outcome. That's why when they have the power, when they have the money, when they have the strength and capability, a lot of people do wrong things. So most of us, we don't do wrong things because we don't have the power. We don't have the money, maybe. Maybe we don't have the strength to do that. Otherwise, we do that. So that means we're not doing it because we are afraid for that outcome. So if in case if we can handle the outcome, we do it. That's how everything happens. That's how everything happens. But when it comes to you, if you're able to understand, you don't do it because it is unprofitable. And that unprofitable, action itself unprofitable, not the outcome. The outcome come later. It's forget about that. Not the outcome. The action, the moment itself, when you interfere with itself, it is unprofitable. So when your mind tuned to that, it doesn't matter you have opportunities or not, you're not going to go with that. That is the power that you have to develop in you. That is where The living in the present moment is so powerful, because once you tune to that, and your life never going to go with the greed, hatred, and the delusion. It always nourish you from loving kindness, compassion, generosity, and wisdom. Somehow at the end, you're going to end up there with the good result. Another thing is that you have to be happy to practice like this, because before the Buddha, the people had so many experiments regarding human mind, and they went through eons by eons looking for what is the bottom line of our human mind. So then the Buddha is the one who found out the ultimate bliss of Nibbana is the bottom line. That is where this everything can end. So now we already have it there. We no need to worry about that. And also, and the Buddha mentioned us how that gave the teachings, how step by step, how you can go there. So then you no need too much effort or the time to do on other things, because you know exactly where you should go. So when it comes to just like, the physics and this, all this, the universe and theories, medicine, just even the very reason, this vaccination, see that in the vaccine, even though they create it, still no one know what is the bottom line. And there are a lot of medicine we take. No one knows what is the bottom line, where it going to really end. And even regarding the universe, theories, and regarding the gravity, and regarding time and space and the mind and matter, this all physics, and have certain kind of ideas. They don't have any bottom line, 100% accurate. But when it comes to the mind, the Buddha gave us the bottom line. And impermanent, unsatisfactory nature, selflessness. You cannot take anything out of it, and you cannot add anything to it. That's it. It's 100% accurate all the time, anywhere in this universe. See how blissful we are to gain that understanding. We have, and by the time it will go away, but at the moment we have it. So then in day-to-day life, you have to understand that are you willing to experience that, or you want to do something else? And in this human life, and how you can make it more precious and valuable to yourself, not for others, for you. Because if you're not valuable to yourself, out of your life, you cannot do any valuable things to others. That is the important thing when it comes to family and relationships, even the society. one of the major mistake we does, without putting value on us, we try to create a value for others. It doesn't make any effect. So then yourself, in the very first level, as a human being, you have to understand, bring some value to you. So what is the value that you can gain? How much you can get out of the greed, hatred, and the delusion? And how you can do that? Tuning to the present moment. And then once you tune to that, you entering to touch the bottom line of the mind. And so the fundamental law of this everything, dependent origination, cause and effect, causality. And once you recognize that, you not hold it to any kind of self-centered or the permanent ideas. The moment by moment, you create the newness. And you don't keep any collective nature. Each and every moment happened because of many reasons and according to necessary conditions in that environment. So once you tune to that, you very easily, your mind release from your own experience. That is the beauty of practicing. Because our nature in the conventional life, that is what is we used to practice, what we experience, we hold. So nowadays, wherever we go, take a picture, we collect memory, we live with the memory. And especially during this pandemic time period, the most of the people used to live in memory. And last year we used to do this. Oh, last year we used to go there. So like that, they used to live in memory. And it's keep going. It's keep going. So while you living in the memory, you lose the most important part in your life. That is your present moment. So that's why we are in a huge current. So that's why we have to practice little bit. And we have to put some extra effort to get out of that current and tune to the very nature. So always keep the newness then when you practice. So whatever the experience comes, don't keep thinking about it. Don't go with it. Just tune to the present moment. That make you more aware, mindful to be in the moment. And always know each and every moment new. Keep that newness in you. Hold it to that newness. And when you are able to hold breath by breath, if you are able to hold that newness in you after your meditation, you become completely new person. And then once you become new person, there's nothing to let go. When you tune to that newness, because you don't have the collective nature, then there's nothing to let go. Look at the people. Most of people are struggling within their own past and trying to let go things. They cannot. And why we cannot let go things? You're trying to let go, reminding it, not tuning to the present moment. So as example, 10 years ago, somebody blamed to me and I want to let go about it. And then I want to let go. And then I remind, oh, 10 years ago, this person blamed to me. I want to let go it. So you already cling to that and try to let go it. It doesn't happen. Your memory going to become more and more and more stronger with that incident. Then that incident become bigger. If you want to let go, forget about that all. Just you don't need to mention whatever you want, let go. Just tune to the present moment and be with it. In that very moment, it's already gone. So that is why the newness, tuning to the newness is make you completely new person. So your inhalation, exhalation, it's always new. You experiencing brand new moment. So be with it and try to recognize it. Try to experience it. So when you experience, you don't experience it because of I practice meditation. Because of you want to experience any wisdom. You just experience your inhalation, exhalation. Don't try to bring any ideas to the middle of your experience. That is the challenge. So when your mind becomes sharp, clear, you can do it. So only thing is you have to be a little bit hard on you sometimes. Don't head massage yourself. So don't babysit for your own egocentric mind. Sometimes you have to be a little bit push effort yourself to get out of this collective nature and just be with the moment. So let's practice a little bit now. Your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line.